Here's a tough pill to swallow. Self-improvement might be ruining your life. I know that sounds crazy. You've been told your whole life that growth is good, that discipline is everything, that if you just grind harder, you'll finally make it. But what if the very thing you think is saving you is actually destroying you from the inside out? You wake up early, you push through workouts, you consume motivational videos like oxygen. You tell yourself, this is what winners do. But deep down, you feel tired. You feel guilty when you rest. You feel like no matter how much you do, it's never enough. And that's the trap. That's how self-improvement done the wrong way can wreck you mentally and emotionally.
A few insults I like to use, and I throw that around a lot. Oh, you're weak. What do you mean I'm weak? You're mentally weak. No, I'm just depressed. You're weak. Get over it. Because people are weak. And every time someone says to me, I'm not weak, I say, you are. They go, no, I'm not. I say, yes, you are. And here's the ironclad proof. And if you want to test yourself now, am I weak or not? Here's the test. So I want you to do 500 press-ups today. One of three things is going to happen. You're going to watch this video and go, nah. You're the weakest of all, you fucking coward. You're watching this, you're gonna do 500 press-ups. 500 push-ups, how is that gonna harm you in any way? It can only make your life better. You might end up in a situation in the next few weeks or months or years where you're hanging from a cliff edge and someone's running to rescue you and you're hanging on with everything you've got and they get to you just as they're about to grab you, you lose your grip and you die by 0.2 seconds, that little tiny fraction. And if you would have done these press-ups, you'd have been strong enough to survive. Or maybe someone's gonna come attack you and your family. And these few press-ups you're gonna do is gonna make you strong enough to fight that attacker off. Because life is like that. It's that close sometimes. So you need to do these fucking press-ups today. You ain't got time to waste. 500. You don't know what's gonna happen in the future. You might fucking need this strength. So if you don't do them, you're a real pussy. Second is you're gonna have people who watch this video and go, yeah, all right, I'm mentally strong. I'm gonna do 500 push-ups now. I'm gonna do them. And you're gonna start, you're gonna get to 47. Then you're gonna stop and go, okay, I'll do some more in an hour. And then you're gonna do like another 33. And what's gonna happen, when you get to 261, you're gonna sit there and go, well, I tried, and that's not bad for the first day. And that's a good start. No, I said 500. I didn't say 261. I didn't say 499. I said 500. So you're quitting too, because you can do 500. Your body will allow you within 24 hours to complete 500 press-ups, but your mind won't do it because it's hard. So you quit like a fucking pussy because you're mentally weak. So you're a pussy too. Third is the kind of people who are gonna lie. YouTube comments. I did 500. No, you didn't. Shut the fuck up. You're a fucking liar. And then there's 1% of you who's gonna watch this video and go, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do 500. And it's gonna be hard and I'm gonna wanna quit, but I'm actually going to finish it. If you genuinely finish those 500 push-ups, genuinely, then you are not a mentally weak person.
So why does this happen? Why does something that's supposed to make you better end up making you miserable? The answer lies in your brain, your emotions, and the way self-improvement culture hijacks both. When you push yourself nonstop, your brain floods with stress hormones like cortisol. At first, that stress feels like energy. You're wired, you're motivated, but over time, it fries your system. Psychologists call it burnout, emotional exhaustion, cynicism, and reduced performance. You think you're grinding your way to success, but really, you're grinding your brain into dust. That's why you feel foggy. That's why you forget things. That's why you snap at people you care about. Burnout doesn't just steal your energy, it steals your joy. Here's the second way self-improvement ruins you. Guilt. You take a break, and you feel lazy. You skip a workout, and you feel weak. You rest, and you feel like you're falling behind. This is toxic productivity. It tricks you into tying your self-worth to your output. If you're not improving, you're failing. But here is where it gets dangerous. Self-improvement is actually making you a lonely and a miserable piece of shit. It starts by cutting people off because you think they don't understand your grind. You stop hanging out with friends because you see it as a distraction. You tell yourself, they'll see when I succeed, but in the meantime, you're alone. And loneliness is one of the biggest predictors of depression. Neuroscience shows that social connection is as vital to your brain as food and water are to your body. Without it, your mental health collapses. Here's the cruelest part. You think you're moving forward, but you're actually going backwards. You're working harder, but your grades drop. You're training more, but your body feels weaker. You're hustling nonstop, but your side projects stall. Why? Because your brain and body can't function without balance. Sleep deprivation wrecks your memory and decision-making. Chronic stress kills your creativity. Constant comparison online makes you feel inadequate, no matter how much you achieve. You're not failing because you're weak. You're failing because you're human, and you're ignoring what humans need. And you feel burned out, guilty, lonely, or angry. Know this: you're not broken. You're not weak. You're not failing. You're just stuck in a toxic version of self-improvement, and you can break free. Remember this: success is good for the purpose of finding yourself, not losing yourself. There's more to life than one angle. Life is short. Enjoy it. Leave it to its potential. That's why I made this channel, to help ambitious people to achieve their goals in the most realistic way possible and prevent them from falling into the same toxic side of self-help. We are building a community, and the world desperately needs your light right now. If you reached this far, you are part of the wave, and I wanted to let you know that I love you.